The Chimpanzee and Me. Written and read by Ben Garrod. Chapter 1. Passa, where chimpanzees and me start our adventures. I know it's a cliché to have a holiday romance, but, in my defence, this was different. For a start, this wasn't a holiday. I was working. Secondly, and more importantly, she wasn't even the same species as me. In my head, this does make the whole thing that little bit better, if not admittedly a little bit weirder. Her name was Passa, and she was a chimpanzee. I had landed the job of a lifetime, where I was off to run a large chimpanzee conservation project in the northwestern part of Uganda in East Africa. I was there to follow and habituate wild chimpanzees, develop staff training and community education programs, aid law enforcement efforts, and implement an ambitious ecotourism venture. It was my first job after graduating from university. I was ambitious and an idiot, and can vividly remember thinking, just how hard can it really be? I would later find out exactly how hard it can be to follow wild apes who don't wish to be followed, live alongside a veritable who's who of deadly snakes, and relive that scene from Alien every time a mango fly larva hatched from my chest in the dead of night. Trust me, they're small in size, but giants on the grossness scale. All this and much more was to come in the months and years ahead, but for now I needed a crash course in basic chimpology. Chimpology is very similar to human psychology, but the subjects are usually less inhibited, throw their own waste around, and arguably still remain more cultured than many of their nearest living relatives. Think about it. I had been sent to an amazing sanctuary in the middle of Lake Victoria, about 15 kilometres from the coast of Entebbe. I had high hopes of learning the subtle nuances of chimpanzee behaviour, and assumed I'd gain not only an insight to the inner workings of our nearest living relatives, but would also emerge with a fundamental understanding of human nature, altruism, sociality, and culture. What actually happened was that I picked up poop. Literally. And there was an endless supply of it to shovel. It soon dawned on me that becoming a chimp whisperer would come later, long after I'd mastered the more fundamental understanding of husbandry needs. 39 rescued chimps lived on the island sanctuary, roughly 1 kilometre squared in size, which is apparently the combined size of 140 football pitches. Although this may sound like a lot of space per chimp, it's not. Considering that one adult chimpanzee needs approximately 1 kilometre square of habitat to survive.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?